Today, we're going to talk about willpower. And let me just start by saying, if you believe that you have willpower and you are motivated to get things done and you're accomplishing your goals, this video is not for you. The people that believe that they don't have the willpower, this video is for you. So if you're beating yourself up because you don't think you have what it takes, you don't have the willpower, then I'm going to squash that concern right now. I'm going to just shut it down. And let me just tell you, willpower is a load of crap. It is. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. Okay? It's dangerous to believe in willpower if you don't think you have it, because you probably believe either you have it or you don't. Maybe you believe you're just born with it. Some people have willpower and some people don't. And what that is, it's dangerous because it's a fixed mindset belief, and it stops you from thinking of the possibility that you could change that. So you just close up and you say, well, some people have it, I don't. This is just the way I am. Does that relate? Can anybody relate to that? I definitely have related to that before, so I completely understand. But what I want you to know is that what does exist, we're done with willpower, okay? We're not even going to use that word anymore because I don't believe in it. What does exist is your perception of your current life situation versus your future life situation. So where you are now versus where you want to be. So if there's something that you're trying to achieve, obviously you're here because you saw that it was about willpower and motivation, and there's something that you're struggling with to maintain motivation. Either start the motivation or to maintain the motivation. So the reason that you're not motivated is because you are perceiving, it's all your perception. You're perceiving your desired outcome, your future life situation, and the path to getting there as having a greater amount of pain than your current life situation. So imagine that we have, a bar graph, and we have current life situation and future life situation. And we have these bars that show the level of pain. So when your pain of the future is higher than the pain of your current situation, you're not going to do anything, because your body, your brain is going to stay in whatever's comfortable, whatever is the least amount of pain, the path of least resistance. So what happens is a lot of people don't make the changes that they want to make until they hit rock bottom, until the pain, obviously the pain of their current life situation goes higher than the pain of their future life situation. So when you hit rock bottom, your pain is at an all-time high. And then that's it. That's the catalyst for change, and there's no going back. Your pain is so bad, you will never go back to that, and you're just gonna go. But there's good news. You do not have to hit rock bottom in order to make changes, in order to stay motivated. You don't. So relax, stay calm. We have the tools, and I'm gonna tell you them. So there's 3 things that I believe we can do in order to change these graphs, these bars on this graph, so that you can stay motivated. And the first one is to decrease the pain for your decrease the pain for your future life situation. So if your future life situation is the pain is higher, we want to decrease that. And there's a way to do that. And I'm going to talk to you about something called activation energy. And if you learned, back in school and science, activation energy was that catalyst to start a chemical reaction. Well, it's the same thing with trying to complete an activity that you need to achieve your goal. So the activation energy, let's say you're trying to start a workout program. You're trying to get in shape, and you're trying to wake up early in the morning to go to the gym or to go for a run outside. It takes a lot of activation energy to get up an hour before you usually get up to go to work. Say you're setting your alarm for 5 a.m. so that you can work out. That takes a lot of activation energy. So how can we decrease that? Well, there's things you can do, and there's going to be a different solution for every situation that you're in. I'm not going to be able to give you examples of every situation right now. So for working out, let's say you put your tennis shoes and your workout clothes right next to your bed. And well, there's two different things you can do with activation energy. So that's going to decrease the activation energy for the thing that you want to do. And then you can also increase the activation energy for the thing that you don't want to do. So the thing you don't want to do is get out of bed. So let's make it even harder to stay in bed. Are you following me? So something you can do is you have your alarm on your phone. Move your phone to the other side of the room. So when it goes off in the morning, you can't hit snooze. The path of least resistance is hitting snooze in the morning. Now you have to get out of bed or that thing is not going to stop ringing and it's going to annoy the crap out of you, right? So another example that I actually got from the book, it's called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. It's a really good book. If you haven't read it, you got to get your hands on it. I'll let you borrow my copy if you want. But The Power of Habit, he talks about the activation energy for if you don't want to watch TV anymore. You're trying to read more and watch TV less. So in his example, it's been a while since I've read it. I don't remember the exact details. But basically, you come home from work, you sit on the couch, your remote's right there, you click on the TV and you watch TV, right? So if you're trying to stop doing that, you're going to increase the activation energy that it takes to watch TV and decrease the activation energy that it takes to read a book. So you're going to put the book on the couch, you're going to take the remote, pop out the batteries, go put the batteries in one room, go put the remote in another room. Now you come home, you sit on the couch. If you want to watch TV, what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to go to one room and get the remote, another room to get the batteries, put them in, go sit back down, click the TV on. Or your book's right there. Okay, path of least resistance. I'm just going to read my book. So that's one, is to decrease the pain of the desired outcome of your goal, what it takes to reach your goal. 2, you're going to increase the pleasure of your desired goal. So decrease pain, increase pleasure, which naturally is going to decrease the pain more, the better you feel about it. So maybe, first of all, it's not really about the activity that you need to do to reach your goal. You may like it and you may not like it. Like if you're trying to work out, you may like running, but you're struggling to get started to work out or to go for a run. But after, you're like, man, I really enjoyed that. That felt really good. I was able to take on my day. Or you may be trying to start a new diet and you have to drink this green juice in the morning that's disgusting and you don't like doing that. It doesn't matter whether you like the activity or not. What we're trying to change is the start of it and the end of it. So the activation energy is the start of it and the end of it is the end result. And I don't want you to focus on the activity you have to do because you're not going to stay motivated by drinking green juice. What is going to help you stay motivated is keeping the end goal in mind. So if you're trying to work out, you could say, well, my end goal, I want to be in shape. I want to look better. Okay, that may work. But honestly, I don't think it's deep enough. I think you need to feel so strongly about that desired outcome. You need to fall in love with it. Like you need to be obsessed with your end goal in order to stay motivated. So if it's working out, you want to be stronger and you want to have more energy so that you can do better in your job and you can get a promotion and you can make a difference. You want more energy and you want to be stronger so that you can still pick up your kids when you've been struggling because they're growing, they're getting kind of heavy there. You want to be able to pick them up still. You want to be able to play with them still. You want to have enough energy after you get off of work that you can still enjoy time with your family and you're not so exhausted that you just want to pass out on the couch. Is that strong enough for you? Does that create the obsession and the passion for doing what you want to do? If not, go deeper. Find something deeper that really gets you pumped up. And if you still can't, maybe you have the wrong goal. I don't know. If it's not something that really gets you worked up, then maybe you ask yourself, what are you doing this goal for? Is it for someone else? Or is it really for yourself? It's really something that you want to do. So that's the increased pleasure with your future life situation. You want to be so obsessed with that end goal. And every time, I experience this all the time. Every time I lose motivation, it's because I've forgotten about the end goal. And you could do anything to focus on that end goal. What I do is I have a vision board of my end goal. And the less time I spend focusing on that, the harder it is for me to stay motivated. It's got to be in your face. Do whatever you need. Change your environment. Post it up on a wall. Print out pictures of what you want to be and what you want to look like, and focus on it. Become obsessed with it. All right. Number 3 is going to sound a little bit weird, but it works, but it's also kind of optional. Like, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But I think it really helps. So number 3 is, all right, we have our bar graph, right? We talked about decreasing the pain of where we want to be, increasing the pleasure of where we want to be. And now I'm going to talk about increasing the pain for where we are. Okay, I'm not suggesting you hit rock bottom. I'm not suggesting you make yourself miserable by any means. But what I am suggesting is to get some skin in the game. So there was a study done about people, how they felt whether they lost a $20 bill versus how they felt when they found a $20 bill. And what they discovered is that the pain from losing the $20 bill was significantly higher than the pleasure they got from finding a $20 bill. So if we know this about ourselves, if that's how our brains work, we don't like to lose. Let's admit it. We're egotistical creatures. We don't like to lose. Use it to your advantage in any way that you can. You could come up with all kinds of examples to do this, but get some skin in the game. 2 things that we don't like to lose: money and our pride. There's probably more, but those are the 2 that I'm going to talk about. So money, maybe you're investing into some really nice gym and you don't want to lose that money. I mean, what if it costs, $150 a month and there's one that costs $20 a month? Well, you're not going to really lose that much if you don't use that membership. But the $150 one a month, you don't want to lose out on that. You want to get your money's worth. So that's going to push you to go. Or losing your pride, make a bet with someone. Hey, combine money and pride. Make a bet that you'll lose money and you'll embarrass yourself if you don't achieve your goal. Why not? Tell people that this is what you're going to do and this is what you're going to accomplish, so that you kind of, you're going to feel a little bit shameful if you don't reach your goal. Like, put yourself on the line. If you really want this, allow yourself to put some skin in the game. Again, that one's optional, but I think it really, really does work. So I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you're liking these videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more. Hit the like button. And as always, if you want to go deeper into coaching with me, I do have a free introductory session that you can sign up for. Shoot me a message and we'll get started. Thanks, guys.